Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my September Saturdays series videos. This is video number 3. This is designed to the Avid Stamper. So I'm going to move the whiteboard aside. Now if you're new to my channel, please note that each month I concentrate on one stamp set, a bundle, or a suite. On the rare occasion today as one, I am concentrating on 2 bundles. Yes, keeping tabs and labeled with love. They both have, I was reaching for the punches. They both have these great little punches. Now today, I don't think I'm going to be using punches on this card, because I used dies from the Thanks and Beyond dies instead. Yep, that's what I used. Okay, so anyways, know that they do have punches. This card is so lovely, I don't think it needs it. So we're going to put these aside. Now, for our Saturday series, yikes, my paper just dropped on the floor. Sorry, Zed. I doing a little something a little different. I am concentrating on the color wheel, this color theory that is on page 132 and 133 of the annual catalog. So we've already done a complimentary card. We've done the analogous card here. And today we're going to do a monochromatic card. Now this says, just starting out, choose one color that you love and pair it with shades and tints of that same color, and your colors will always match. So this is what we are choosing. And what color do you think I'm choosing? We are going with Lost Lagoon. So let's look on our color wheel. Here is Lost Lagoon. We are pairing it with Pretty Peacock, but because the DSP I chose, it has some Highland Heather in it, so it's here. So I'm bringing a little bit of that in, and I'm bringing a neutral in, I think, to help balance the card out, and that's with Craft. So this is what we're going for. Now I'm going to show you the paper I'm using. This does not do this paper justice. I do not know this catalog. This is one of the disappointments in the catalog. I miss catalogs that showed you the papers. So I don't know why this is what they showed. So this is the Perennial Lavender paper. Let me show you when it first debuted. This is what you got to see, right? You see how beautiful that is. So this also is a close-up of what I have left. My aunt and I purchased the Unbounded Love paper you'll see in here. She purchased this and we just swapped one of each with each other. So let's close these up. And let's go over what I am using. So that's a little sticky note. So here we go for the Avid Stamper. And we are doing a slim line card. Look at this. Lovely Phyllis sent me this envelope and a few more like it. So I have all my supplies here. Now I want to tell you, if you have an envelope, I mean, you can get them at the thrift store. I do all the time. So whatever your envelope is, let me show you. So this envelope measures 3 7/8. So what I did is I went with, it says 3 7/8 by 8 7/16. So yes. So what I did is I took it down to the closest inch mark. So this is 3 7/8. I took it down to 3 1/2. So that was going to be my measurement from here to here of my card, just to make it simple on me. And I'm going to show you how it's going to sit. So I have plenty of room all the way around this envelope. So 3 1/2 from here to here. So you have to double that. So 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. So it's 7 inches, and then it's scored at 3.5. And then on the envelope this way, I'm hoping I am helping you guys understand this. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. So this way, the envelope is actually 8 and 3. It's just over 3/4. So I took it to 8 3/4 and went back a step by 1/4 of an inch to 8.5. So my card base right here. See, my envelope is 3 7/8 by 8 7/16. So my card base is 7 by 8.5, scored at 3.5. Layer number 1 is Pretty Peacock, right? So layer number 1 is 3 1/4 by 8.5, because half of 7 is 3.5, so down 1/4 of an inch. 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. We're going down 1/4 inch. So my next layer is 3 by 8, and that is in Lost Lagoon. Okay, these are my layers 1 and 2. 1 being closest to the card base. So Lost Lagoon 3 by 8. Now my DSP, oh, I forgot to put, please tell me this is the same. This is my inside layer, and it should be the same as layer number 2, and it is. So let's write inside layer. I was doing this before, prep yesterday before I went. Inside is 3 by 8 white. So next we had DSP. And where is my little baggie of DSP? So I had these little bits, and yes, this is what I started with. This is how it all happened. So I had, if I can open the little baggie. These are cut-offs from my little brown paper bag from my event in July. So I had all of these little bits of DSP left over. Excuse me. And I was like, okay, what in here? And I was like, okay, we could do purple monochromatic. I was trying to think of what I could use. And then I was looking, oh. So then I realized I had quite a few of this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Pretty, 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 Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon. So I chose to use these strips, and I had quite a bit of them. And that's how I came up with this design, everybody, using scrap pieces of paper. So we cut 4 pieces of DSP at 1, and that's this one here. Cut 4 at 1 1/16 by 2 3/4. And then I cut 4 at 1 inch by 2 3/4, because otherwise they wouldn't fit. So they are just a hair's difference. Let me see if I put it this way, if you can see. And that one is a little too long. Why is that one too long? Or is that one too short? This one is too long, and it just didn't get trimmed. We're going to have to fix that one. That one cannot stay like that. So we're going to have to fix that one. Anyways, we will work on that. Maybe all of those need to be fixed. And this was the other pattern, because it had mostly the same as the other. And then the inside. So then the Thanks and Beyond dies, I did one in, I did Fresh Freesia. That's right, because I wanted it lighter. So this one used Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Fresh Freesia, and we went with the palest of it, and that's the Fresh Freesia. So I have one butterfly in Fresh Freesia and in Vellum on the back, and one in Lost Lagoon. We're going to use those. We're going to be stamping directly onto our little bits of paper. So let me move all of this in my book out of the way, and let's start creating the card. So easy part is getting these two together. Oh, I forgot. We have this that my Aunt Carol gave me this little box of goodies. So I thought we would add a little bit of this jute ribbon that she got at the dollar store. These 3 bits came on there. You could have used some little wooden butterflies and sponge the color on those. Those would be really cute. I mean, we could do... No, that would be just too bulky. Anyways, we're going to use a little bit of that as well. First, we're going to get this... Can I get anything else out of this bottle? I set it aside because nothing was coming out, but let's see. Tap. Oh, yes. Must have helped sitting it upside down for so long. All right. The glue, the never-ending bottle of Tombow glue here. And this is just so not straight. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Okay, I don't like that because it's just not straight. Let's add more glue because that's not enough. It didn't give me any wiggle room, and I didn't like that. I need the wiggles. Okay, we're going to go with that. Now, I don't want to glue it down because I'm thinking I need to wrap the ribbon around the back of this. So we're just going to leave that. And now we have to start laying out our DSP. Yes, I couldn't have started this early. I couldn't have. So we have one here, one at the top, one down here, and we have to see these. Apparently I didn't trim these to the right length. I don't know why. They're not all the same, but they should be, and I don't know what's wrong. See, that one and this one are the same, but I must not have cut the others the right. I did something wrong. No surprise, right? It happens. So we're just gonna fix it. So what did my notebook say these were supposed to be? Because I don't have any more of this. Because something's got to give here. Cut 4 by 2 3/4, and that is shy of 2 3/4. So what? How many of those are that size? Those are good. Nope, that one's... They're just going to have to come down. All of them are going to have to come down. That has to. That's right. That's right. This is right. I'm going to have to look at my papers and see if I have any more. That's right. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing a piece. Oh, I do have one more. But it's not the right size. So where's my paper pack? Please let me have some more with that print. No. No. That would be a negative all the way around. I'm going to piece them. I'm going to have to because I need them all to match. So one of these is, let's see, are any of these? No. This one, because I'm missing one. I don't know what happened to it. I know I had, it's probably on the back of one of these. One of these have got to be, yes, okay. So that one needs a fix. There's 4. How come? I'm going to just, I think I'm going to trim them all down, but please if you have the opportunity, make yours 2 3/4, but mine are all going to have to get trimmed down because I'm just not going to, yeah. That's all there is to it. So that one, they're all going to have to get trimmed down. Just a hair. I apologize. I don't know what I did. Well, I did. I made a mistake is what happened. So let's trim them all down now. That stinky, stinky little bit. All right, so we got to make them all this size. I don't know what I did. That says 2 3/4. This one is not 2 3/4. How can this one be? Oh, so this is a hair. They're all just a 1/16 of an inch off. So you just get to see me trim them all down that little bit. That's not going to matter that much in the scheme of it. Just going to double check them all. That one is really off. Maybe I didn't finish cutting them yesterday. Like I said, I had to stop and go to practice. I bet that's what it was, is I started and I must have swiped a little too soon. So that one's there. It's all right. We just go with the flow. We're not going to stress over it. Just if you were cutting it, not fixing it, go with 2 3/4. All right, we just fixed it. That's all we did. We fixed. We just fixed it all up, evened it all out. So now we're going to lay it out again. Top and bottom. Top and bottom. Top. Bottom. Maybe I don't need those two. So apparently I need 4 and 3. I like that placement a little better. It gives me a little bit more room. We'll have to change the measure. I like that placement. Okay. Oh, because they're for the inside. That's what it is. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, those two are for the inside of the card. And I bet those two shorter ones were for the inside of the card. Oh my goodness. Okay, start by gluing down the top and the bottom. Sometimes tap, tap, tap. Let's use up this glue while we have it. All right, so we're gonna go right there. Top and bottom first. That's gonna get it going. That's going to get it all lined up. There's one. We'll do 2 at a time here. A great little card to use up scrap. Now you don't have to make your card as large as mine. You can still do this pattern. All right, there we have it. All right, so now we're gonna stamp. No, we're gonna bring in the ribbon because I gotta sew the ribbon first. And we're going to use, you could use any ribbon you like. This is really nice and thin. I think this would do really nicely. Oh, that is going to be so nice. I got to see which side I want. Look at how pretty that's going to be. That is really, really pretty. really, really, really pretty. So I want, you know, at least 3/4 of an inch on each side. So that is going to give me like 10.5 inches. Thank you, Aunt Carol. Great little use of that. And we're going to use some tear tape, maybe, if we can find it. Not in the basket. Oh, it's in the dimensional. This one just, it's like the last one I had. It just is horrible. So we are going to go with, what are we going to go with? I'm looking at the grid. We're going to start, we're going to lay this right in the center of the 1/2 inch. So get that on the line. And we're going to go over the sides. So start there. And there. And I can cut it. I lost a piece of DSP on the ground. Give it a rub down. Pop it up. Right in the center. Little Zed's gonna bark in his sleep. Take off the excess. All right. Oh, so darling. So darling. So my butterflies now. You want to pinch those up a bit, give them a little bit of movement. So I kind of thought we'd do it like this, or you could put the purple one in the middle. But I need to get these where I want them, because then it's going to show me where I'm going to stamp. And what I chose is congratulations, and I need for you and hello friend. So I want hello friend, congratulations, and for you, and I want them by the butterfly. So congratulations, hello friend, and then for you down here. And I want to do it all in Pretty Peacock, which I did not pull out. So we want to grab a stamp in Pierce Mat. So now that we know what and where we are stamping, all right, we can do for you, and I'm only going to get one shot at this. For you right there. Gonna hold it down. I want the ink to be really set. I love it. And then congratulations, because this is a happy birthday card for me anyways. And I hadn't used congratulations yet, but we are today. Gorgeous. And then we need to move this down here. And then do hello friend. I'm not putting the butterflies down yet because I don't. If something happens, I gotta try to fix it. Oh my goodness! Yoo-hoo! Do a little happy dance in my chair. Oh, guys, I got up. I did yoga. That was really hard. I haven't done yoga in like eons. I could not do. No, I do. Can I say fat person yoga and not offend anybody? Because my belly didn't allow me to do a lot of things. Grape stretches. It's great for my back. So I just did, what I could of it. Some core exercises. I did my knee exercises, both knees. Can't do one without the other. Even though one's good, one's bad. Now we're going to place the butterflies. And we are going to try to tap, tap, tap this again. And, ooh, we are not doing that because that's vellum on the back. So we are going to, because I'm going to put rhinestones or something on these little butterflies. So we want to use, let's get tear tape. Let me just cut a chunk. We need the rub down to go on. Poor little Hank. I just can't. I hurt so bad. I'm like, honey, it will get better. Oh. Once upon a time, my household used to watch football, loved it and everything, but when they started doing some things that we felt were disrespectful to the flag and to veterans like us, I couldn't, I could not watch anymore. I mean, I would support them in their missions if they did things like that before the game, before the anthem and everything like that. I mean, people have died and bled, so they have the right to do those things, and I think that needs to be respected. That's my only viewpoint on it. I don't object to them having their opinions, but what I do object to is, for me, the disrespect. And I have the right to my opinion. They have the right to do their thing, and I have the right to mine. And it's sad. It's sad. Is all the true matter of it. I think we're going to go ahead and put tear tape instead of putting it all up on dimensionals, because I want rhinestones on the front or some kind of bulky embellishment. So let's tear tape this down, because this really is thin. I think it's going to be just fine. We're going to use this, and we're going to put one on the back of the ribbon as well, at least partially. Let's just take a chunk here just to double secure that down. And then we have to make the inside and the envelope. Oh, wonder if I could use some of that scrap DSP for the envelope. Yes, we need to think about that. Oh, I wonder. I don't think I have enough. I was thinking of these gorgeous rhinestones that I loved to use for butterflies, but I don't know if I have enough to do this. So let's get our card base. Let's move the ink. I keep thinking, oh, any minute now, any minute I'm gonna like put my hand in that. So for those of you who asked about my pokey tool, and I might have sent you my friend Gloria's information. She did this for me because I capitalized the B in bling and it's a lowercase. So if you were having a hard time contacting her, use the lowercase. So just so you know, I wanted to, she just makes them. She does it herself, you know. She's a fellow crafter. She gifted me my first poke tool, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta buy some, girl. Please. And she did, they're so beautiful. Oh, this is just lovely. Just lovely. I really wish those would, like, if they had clear dimensionals you could stick in there, you know? Because you know this is going to get flattened in the mail, right? I can do all I like with it now, but it's just going to get flattened in the mail. All right, so let's work on the inside. And our two pieces, top and bottom. And should we stamp? Yeah, let's stamp first so we don't like mess up. So stamp in pairs, Matt. And we're going to use two stamps, this time from so the stamps we used just a minute ago on the front were from the keeping tabs. These are from the labeled with love. We're going to be using happy birthday and enjoy your day because this has got a lot of space. So we're going to stick that there just so we can see where we're going to be stamping. So happy birthday here. And then enjoy your day right below it. Perfect. It just gave us, it just filled in that space more. We're going to move that aside as well. We're going to glue these down. Then we're going to look at our envelope and see what we can do to make it match. Then we're going to glue this into our card base. Oh, I have so much glue there. Let it dry and I'll scrape it off with the razor blade. Isn't that a lovely card? Oh, it's so, so, so pretty. So we're going to finish it off. We're not done, but let's look at our card. And where's my little baggie of embellishment, not embellishments, of little scraps that I had. So I already think we can do, that would be, yeah, we could probably do that. But let's see if this is white enough. That's not going to be white enough there. Remember, it's got to be addressed this way. So what we could do is put this over on this end. I like that a lot. And then maybe do a little corner bit with this. Just cut this at an angle. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. In fact, I know that's what we're going to do. So let's do it. So this is just a hair over an inch. So let's do it this way. Oh, that's so pretty. The purple is so pretty. You want to make sure you get along the side. So that's why I kind of like to do the smushy bit on it. Wiggle, 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 right? I got a little excess going on there, but I'd rather have the excess than not enough. And I think I have enough to do this back flap. I don't. So we're going to skip the flap. And this, we're going to have to get the guillotine out and do a diagonal cut. So we're just going to go from there to there. And put this down in the corner. And we have a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. beautiful envelope to go with our beautiful card. I'm so happy. So we could do, there is a little happy birthday in the stamp set. Keeping tabs, if I can find the stamp set. Right here. I think we're going to get that out because I had just put it away. And I think we're going to stamp happy birthday on the envelope. Oh, definitely. Definitely, definitely. So we're going to close it up. And we're going to get the bling box out. And see, these are the ones I was thinking of. They used to have, oh no, those are not them. But those were the colors. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there are exactly 3 of them. You are kidding me. No way. That is like crazy. Wait till you see these, guys. These were made for butterflies. Oh, these were garden gems. Look at these. They were made to go in with the butterfly. I saw 3. Didn't you see 3? What happened? Oh, 1 is right there. I'm like, oh, no, 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 you do not. Let's add, I want to add a little bit of one of these. This just is too bulky. Just in case. I don't want none of these coming off. This is just nice and slim. So, do I add antennae to my butterfly? And the answer is, So I need a little, what just dropped? Oh, it's the cap to that. Now I'm going to have to be on my hands and knees and go down there and get it in a minute. Okay, so let's make some antennae for our butterfly. Definitely need antennae. This one might be a little difficult. So there. Oh no, that wasn't too bad because we had the different edges of paper. That one's a mutant because his antennae are not even. Alright, we're going to add these just as an added bit to make sure the gems stay on. And then we're going to flick a whole bunch of glistening sunshine with the Wink Stella pen on there. Oh, those were my last 3. I am so happy there were 3. I mean, these could have done it. Those, but they wouldn't have been as pretty as those. Those were just made for butterflies. Thank you, Garden Gems. And I am a menace today. Alright. Put that aside, and we need the tissue paper because this stuff goes like everywhere. So, tissue paper, the Wink Stella brush, give it a nice little squeeze. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, and it's getting on me and everything else. And thank you for glistening me as well. Look at that sparkle. So, do you guys love it? Because I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Hello, friend. Congratulations for you. Happy birthday. Enjoy today. Oh, what a great card. Absolutely. Thank you, Phyllis, for the envelope. The envelope just, you know, inspired the whole card. So thank you. I mean, just thank you. Love it. So please, if you have time, comment, let me know. if you know you like different size cards like this. And hopefully by me showing you how I measured for my card base based on the envelope that I had available to me to use, that was helpful to you. I would sincerely like to know. If you are not subscribed, I am going to ask that you would consider subscribing, as it truly, truly, truly helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Your thumbs up and your comments do as well. They help to get my videos in the queue for YouTube. And you all are the best. I absolutely love this. I do this because of the comments and the feedback and the connections and the friendships I have made. The YouTube crafting community has been the kindest, most supportive, caring bunch of people I have had the privilege of meeting. So thank you all so very much, and I invite you to come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everybody.